Hi. Hi. Welcome to the Jenspiration Conversation. My name is Jennifer. And if this is the first time that one of my videos has landed in your feed, I very much welcome you to this space. It means that the universe's algorithm has put this video in your feed for a reason. There's probably a little nugget of information that they want to bring to your attention. So welcome. Here at the Jenspiration Conversation, we talk all things spiritual, but we keep it street. I take spiritual concepts and I like to ground them in reality so that they can be relatable and maybe help you go, ding, 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 I didn't know that, or wow, I didn't realize that's what that was, or what have you. Returning viewers and subscribers, deepest gratitude. I am feeling the reciprocity from you, and it's making me feel more and more confident about continuing to put out these videos and bring these concepts to you. So thank you very much for being here. It is an absolutely beautiful day. I am filming this on a Friday. I feel incredible. I feel in alignment. Things are not perfect because they're never going to be perfect or never are perfect. There's no such thing as perfect, but for me, I feel really aligned and I want to extend some of that energy out to you. So I hope you feel great when you stumble upon this video. Today's topic is something that I wanted to do because for me, it has been one of my absolute biggest lessons, and that is to release control, to release the need to control, release the need to control everything, release the need to want to be in control. So that's what I want to talk to you about today. I do have a couple of notes over here, but for me, I'm hoping that this topic resonates with you because right now I have come to the realization over the past couple of weeks that while I think I have released the need for control, I haven't. I haven't fully given myself into the process, and it's something I'm working on presently, so this feels timely. So whenever this lands in your feed, perhaps it's timely for you too. The need for control oftentimes starts in childhood. Look, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a doctor. I just have come to understand through my spiritual awakening that the need for control came from a need to make sure that I kept the peace, that things were status quo, that I didn't disrupt the flow. I grew up in a household that had narcissism and emotional unavailability and emotional instability. So my unstable parent for me was a challenge because as a child, I wanted to make sure that the house was calm and peaceful and I didn't do anything to set that parent off or come home from school and not sure what kind of mood that parent would be in or what I was walking into. So my sense of control took over. If I can control myself and my surroundings and control the outcome of this, I'll be safe or the house will be stable. So maybe you can relate to that, maybe not, but that seems to be where our sense of control comes from, is a little bit of instability early on. Now, you may have grown up in a fabulous household and didn't struggle with that. Maybe you struggled with that when you got to college or in your first relationship, or you married young and you wanted to control this picture perfect life that you had built for yourself. So there was this sense of, I have to control everything to make sure it's perfect and it looks perfect to the world. Maybe that's where your sense of control came from. Regardless of the root cause of it, what I have discovered is we need to release the need to know the how and the where and the when. And that is so hard because you've probably spent, like me, your entire life needing to know those things so that you could be prepared, so that you could respond accordingly. Giving up control to the universe, your spirit guides, and your journey, you're basically releasing a huge piece of yourself. You're pulling it out and you're like, okay, well, here's my control. You want me to let go of this? You want me to give that to the universe, to something unknown? Like, that is foreign territory for me. And it's probably foreign territory for you. If you really stop to think about it, there's probably some things in your life that you have got a really tight controlling grip on. And it's just been such a part of you for so long that you're like, I didn't even realize that I was controlling that much, or this particular aspect of my life. Because spiritually speaking, everyone, the how, the when, and the where is actually none of our business. And wow, is that a concept that has taken me a long time to get to. What do you mean it's none of my business? I'm on earth, down here living my life, making decisions, trying to move myself forward. What do you mean the how, the where, and the when is none of my business? Stop, hold the bus. But it's not. It's not, because your soul decided to come to earth to learn lessons. That's why you incarnated right now. You decided to come here during this time and day and age to learn lessons. And part of those lessons is probably the release of control, the getting into the flow of your life. And I actually did another video on the flow of your life where I did a demonstration with water. So you may be called to that video as well. Those aspects are none of our business, because that is the universe, and the flow of your life is going to bring that to you. The frequency that you align with will bring those to you. So if you are out here chasing hard for a certain job or a certain status or a certain number in your bank account or love or whatever, if you are grinding and pushing and manifesting your ass off and like, if I do this by this, if I get up at 5 a.m. and do all of these practices and read all of these books, and great, if it's helping you get there. But what all of those activities do, and this is such a hard concept to grasp, is that it can at times create resistance, because your natural flow state will flow you to the right things, the right people, the right places, the right jobs, the right direction, because you're in a natural flow state. When we walk around trying to create flow, we actually create resistance. We create blocks that I still am struggling with. And I'll give you a real-time example. I am calling in my soulmate hard, okay? I feel like I am ready for him. And I have manifested the shit out of bringing this man into my life. And I'm creating all of these scenarios in my head. And 6 months ago, I was like trying to put myself in places where I thought he might be or what have you. And I was manipulating the flow of my life. I was creating circumstances and forcing myself to do things that were out of my natural flow. So of course I haven't met him yet. I'm not in the natural flow. I am controlling my circumstances because I think that that's what's going to bring me into union with him. When what in fact is going to bring me into union with him is me settling into my natural flow state, settling into who I am, getting up every day and not thinking Am I going to meet him today? I should go here because maybe he'll be there. I should go do this. Should I post this? Maybe I should share this story in the hopes that he'll see it. Guys, those were my actual thoughts. And I know I'm not alone in that. Those were my thoughts because I was trying to manipulate the circumstances to bring him into me faster. The thing is, I think I've actually delayed him because I have created that resistance with my natural flow state. I was trying to control my frequency instead of just being in my frequency because he's in my orbit. I can intuitively feel him in my orbit. But because I can feel him, I want him. I want him so badly because there is a version of me that exists that has him. So I want to chase him hard. I want to chase the energy of him coming in hard because my tendency has been to control things. I feel the need to bring him in faster because I'm pissed off at the universe that it's taking this long. Man, that is a hard one to grasp. It's hard to grasp that I have probably created more friction in my attempt to bring him to me faster because that's how my ego wants to bring him in. That's my, what's the word I'm looking for? It is my ego, but it's my, I keep saying resistance, but it is. It's my drive to just have that thing when I think I'm supposed to have it. And I'm talking about this in a relationship, but this could be a job, this could be money, this could be fame for you, this could be status, this could be your dream house, your dream vacation, a boat that you want, whatever. The same theory applies. It will only arrive when the energy is aligned. And right now, my energy has a lot of resistance to it. My energy has a lot of forcefulness to it. And that's not my natural state. My natural state is a flow. So I have to return to my flow state, take that control, and give it to the universe. I have to let go and let source and the frequency align. Things, people, places, jobs come to us when we are energetically aligned. When your frequency is on the frequency of that thing that you want, that's when it will come. And people talk a lot about divine timing. And yes, I subscribe to divine timing. Everything does come to us in divine timing, but I believe more in aligned energy. Things will come in divine timing, but also with aligned energy. And so the reason that Spirit has kept me single, or that I've been on this search for a partner, I've always tried to say the words, Jennifer, just let it go because it's all going to come in divine timing. I would say those things, but subconsciously I didn't believe it because I was still trying to forcefully make it happen. So lately, and the reason this video is so timely is because I have to release the control. I have to release the control around the how it's going to happen, the when it's going to happen, and the where it's going to happen. Because I used to preach, oh, everybody needs a little more whimsy in their life and you need to believe in magic. I would say those things, but I wasn't vibrating at that frequency. Do I believe in magic? Yes. Do I love the frequency of magic? Yes. And there's so little of it left in the universe that your team, your angels, your guides, your ascended master source, whoever you are working with or whoever you believe in, they want to bring you some magic. And I had to meditate on that the past couple of days because I have felt so much resistance to calling in my soulmate. I have been trying too hard. And I have been creating friction for him to come in. I think he's been energetically waiting to come in, But because I've been trying so hard, there's a block there. And now I want to release control so that the universe can bring me the magic. So that he will serendipitously, I think that's a word, land in my world. And then we'll be off and running on our adventure. Because I've said this before, you're not late, you're not early, you are right on time. Okay? So for me, I'm still learning the lesson of releasing control. That is a present, ongoing lesson that I am still learning. And I have been going through my spiritual awakening for 4 years now. And that's why I say the learning and the healing never ends. Because there will be times where I will be really in the flow of my life and have released control. And in the future, will I probably grab back onto that control again? Yes, because I'm human. I will probably do that and then have to sit with myself again and say, Jennifer, you're heading back into that shadow aspect of you for the need of control. We got to release that again. And then I'll reteach myself and I will release the control again. So if you are finding yourself hitting a lot of resistance right now, it's because you're probably trying to control the outcome or the when or the how. Or you're like me and you're putting yourself in situations thinking you're going to meet him. I mean, the past 6 months, I've gone to events that I didn't want to go to, but I'm like, oh, this could be the day. Oh my gosh, this could be the day that I meet him. I better go. Without just flowing and saying, I didn't want to go to that event. Why did I go? I went because I was like, oh, he'll be there. I'm for sure, I'm more than sure that I'll control this and I'll call him in and he'll just magically be there. Guys, he hasn't been there because I've been trying to control it. I did something I didn't want to do, so that's not the flow. When we do something against our natural flow, that's not a flow. I just created resistance. I didn't want to go to that event, but I went to that event thinking that I would meet my soulmate. And so therein lies the resistance. So boom, the universe is like, no, bitch, that's not how it's going to happen. Release control so that we can sprinkle in the magic and align you when you and him are at the right frequency, or you and that job are at the right frequency, or you and the bank account number that you're after is at the right frequency. That's all it is. It's an energetic frequency that you have to get into, but that only comes from being in a natural flow state of your life. Not forcing anything. So the how, the when, the where is none of our business. It's none of my business and it's none of your business. And holy crap, that's a hard one to get to. So if you need to sit with that for a minute and be like, what is she saying? Sit with it, because I had to. I really had to go, that's a concept I can't wrap my head around right now, because my whole life I've had to control things. I had to control my image and my persona and my environment and my status and my job and my friendships and how I portrayed myself to the world. I have been in control for decades. So here I am at 48 and I'm trying to release control now. You want me to unlearn 48 years of control? Yes. Yes. The universe wants me to unlearn control. Okay, let me pause for a drink. Just make sure that I got everything. Yep. When the energy is right is when you will be in alignment for the things that you're after. A little Diet Coke action today. Probably shouldn't advertise I drink Diet Coke, but I have a questionable addiction to it. Anyway, guys, that's the message for today. Whatever you're looking for, whatever you're seeking, whatever you desire, there's a reason that you're desiring that thing. It's because there is a version of you that has it. Okay, there's a timeline of you that has that thing. That's why you want it so bad. That's why I want my soulmate so badly. It's because there is a timeline and a version of me that has him and he has me. And I'm chasing it so hard that I'm not leaving room for magic. And we need to leave room for magic. That magical frequency, that magical day or time, that magical place that the universe is just going to be like, she's there. She's in her flow state, and here he comes. And then I'm going to think to myself, wow, all I had to do was just flow and be in my own state. Get up, do what I would normally do, go to things I want to go to, don't go to things I don't want to go to, say yes, say no, lean in, lean out, go up, go down, whatever my energy flow wants me to do is what I'm going to do. So I've made the decision this week to release control. I am going to stop trying to control when he comes into my life. So I want that for you too. Whatever your heart and soul is desiring, again, there's a reason for it. It's because there's a version of you that exists that has that thing. And I know you want it badly. Trust me. I know you want it badly because I want it badly too. And I want you to get that thing. I want you to go to that place. I want you to find that person, find that job, find that house, whatever it is that you are so badly desiring. Join me in releasing control. Let's give it up. Okay? Let's hand it over. We got all kinds of other stuff that we're dealing with. Let's scratch it out. Here you go. Actually, even just do that visualization. Just be like, okay, let me just gather up all this control. Okay, we got the control. Visualize it and let it go. And it's gone. Give it to the universe. And then let's watch the magic together. Okay? That is the message for today. If you feel like commenting below and telling us maybe how you release control and that thing came into your life, share that with us because I'm sure the collective would love to hear it and we'd love to support you and congratulate you in that. And let's send each other some positive energy so that, we can all raise our vibration together. We can all be on the frequency to call in that thing that we're looking for. That felt good to say. If you feel called to like and subscribe or comment, I appreciate that as well. If not, and this is just your first time flying through and I never see you again, I still thank you for being here. I also have a podcast if you feel called. I'm already in season 2 of that podcast, so it's called Jenspire'd The Podcast on all your favorite streaming services if you feel pulled in that direction to take a listen. My friends, I wish you all the best in releasing control. And I know you got this. And I know whatever it is that you're calling in is headed your way. Thank you for being here and sharing your energy and this space with me. I will see you on the next one. Cheers.